Hi guys, it's Reiane
and Zy,
and we are from
Sisters Reaction Vlogs.
And for today we're doing a reaction video, so guys, hope you enjoy. Today we're doing a reaction on Wansee Entertainment. Wansee, if you're watching this, you are amazing. Thank you for letting us watch this.
This was the link in the description. Finally, I said it right.
They have 1 million subscribers and they are amazing. This video was made 2 days ago. True horror story about the mirror in my school's bathroom.
This makes us don't want to go to school.
But though we don't like have a mirror in our bathroom.
Which is good.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, let's start.
This happened when I was in middle school. My school was kind of old building and some places were almost worn out. The school had 3 main bathrooms. 2 were pretty maintained, but the last one was different. It was separated from most of the other buildings. The floor was always dirty, and there were 6 stalls, but only 3 had doors, and even those doors were all broken up. I hated ever going there. Well, not just me. All the girls hated that gross place. Anyway, one day, while I was in the classroom chatting with my friends, I had to use the bathroom so bad. Unfortunately, that gross bathroom was the closest, and furthermore, I didn't want to try my luck to endure it. So I went inside, and I could say that it was the grossest smell I've ever smelled. I entered the last stall, which was much cleaner than the others in a hurry, and had to keep my pants not touching the floor. Afterward, I went to the sink to wash my hands. The inside of the bathroom was silent, and all I could hear was the sound of water running from the faucet. Then I heard a tapping sound. I turned off the tap and glanced up at the mirror, but I couldn't see anything because the surface of the mirror was so dirty. So I looked down, washed my hands, and started to dry them, until I heard a tapping noise again. I grabbed some paper towel and slowly wiped off the mirror.
Okay, good, thank you.
And at that moment, I finally saw it. It was visible. There was a hand that was out of one of the restroom stalls, tapping on the surface of the door. Those fingers were pale white and skinny as a bone. However, when I quickly turned around, the fingers were vanished. I couldn't believe what I'd seen. You're so far away.
Get closer.
So I just thought myself that let's just wash it and leave it.
Yeah,
as I turned around and stood in front of the mirror. Then I saw my reflection very clearly. That was the worst part in my story. I was smiling at me. I mean, the reflection of me was literally smiling with mouth wide open. I couldn't move. I just glanced at the mirror and froze in fear, and then I heard the tapping noise again. To my surprise, when I looked closely at the mirror, I noticed that my reflection was tapping on the mirror to get my attention, and on the other hand, it was beckoning to me. I screamed in fear, threw my paper towel, and ran away from the bathroom. As I came back to the classroom, I told my friends what I'd seen, but they never believed me. After that day, I never went into that bathroom again. To this day, I don't want to know what I saw in there.
If they're really serious,
and I'm still a bit paranoid about mirrors.
Did you see that?
No.
Went into that bathroom again. To this day, I don't want to know what I saw in there.
The hand.
And I'm still a bit paranoid about mirrors. Well, I'll never forget what I saw for the rest of my life.
That was scary. So for this one is also from Wansee Entertainment. Maybe soon we're gonna watch from different channels now. Wansee's channel is gonna be in the link in the description below. Sorry for messing that word up. So this one is, I met a girl at the airport and she kept following me. Let's get started.
I don't think I want to. If Dad knew this story, he would be.
My name is Alan, and this happened a year ago. I was at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport and about to check in, going to
prefer the
Dubai.
deep voice guy.
I was standing in the line to check in when I noticed that someone was staring at me. It was a girl.
That looks
She
like
seemed like an
Benny.
ordinary girl at first,
She's had
but
bangs
then
before.
I noticed that her eyes were odd. They were open, very wide. She was
Yep,
smiling at
definitely.
me, but her smile
me.
was kind of annoying and crooked. I got creeped out, so after I was finished checking in, I quickly went through immigration and headed to the flight.
That dude was looking at the girl too.
Gates. Before going to the gates, I stopped at the restroom, and while I was urinating there, I could
Another
hear someone
restroom?
faintly whispering outside. I could tell
No,
that it was a
That's
girl's
so
voice.
embarrassing.
When I finally walked outside, I encountered the same girl who I had met at the check-in line.
Throw something at that.
She was just standing there. But then, I saw scissors in her pocket. I quickly pushed her, ran away, and hid from her for a while. 30 minutes later, I barely arrived at the gate. And guess who arrived at the gate?
The girl.
Right, the same girl was there again. She was literally stalking me the whole time.
Duh.
Right
She's
then,
at
I was
the airport
terrified.
doing your thing
So
too.
when we started boarding, I made sure that I didn't make eye contact with her at all. Fortunately, my seat was apart from hers. So at least I felt a little relieved during the flight. But this story didn't end there.
I don't wanna.
When I arrived in Dubai, I quickly got out of the airport and headed to the currency exchange counter. While I was exchanging my money, I looked around several times, but there was no sign of her anywhere.
Good.
I quickly grabbed my
Imagine
money,
that's a girl.
but the moment I turned around,
Oh.
my heart dropped. The same girl whom I met at the airport was there. She was staring at me, holding scissors. But this time, she started twitching bizarrely. Her smile became bigger and even scarier, and she was walking toward me, closer and closer. It was almost 2 a.m., and there was nobody else around in that area.
I have a weapon.
I had no choice but to run, so I dashed quickly away and started searching for a taxi to get to the train station. Just then, I realized that the girl started to speed up to chase after me.
My
Luckily,
goodness.
I narrowly found one taxi, and when I got in, it was a sigh of relief.
Ooh.
When I glanced out the back window, the girl was standing there and was staring straight into my eyes. After 2 weeks,
like
I went
Kakisaki
back to
Onna.
Manila. Of course, I didn't see her anymore after that night. However, the memory of that girl has been haunting me to this day. I haven't been able to forget her face.
Wasn't that bad?
Yeah, that one was not bad. It wasn't good too.
It's good, but also bad, but also good.
It wasn't as scary, but really scary if it really happens to you in real life.
If Dad sees this, he probably doesn't want to go back to work.
Give me some food. Okay. Well, let's go for the last one, alright? Last one. We promise. It's the last one.
My name is Samantha.
Oh, it's a girl.
I'm just a regular woman
Oh, yeah.
with a husband and 2 kids. I met my
Aw.
husband at the high school we both attended,
Love.
and we got married after graduation. I got pregnant shortly after, and had to get a cesarean section during my delivery.
Why?
Luckily, both babies and I are in good health. We have been living a happy life. However,
Oh.
something creepy happened to me a few days ago. Well, Kate became crazy. Kate was one of my best friends
She
since
looks
high
cute
school,
though.
and
I
I've always
think
known
she's
her to be a
jealous.
nice, shy, and pretty quiet girl.
Maybe.
A few weeks ago, we had our school reunion. I met my classmates again after about 10 years since graduation.
Oh,
Everything went
I feel
fine,
bad for
and we had a
Kate.
good time until Kate joined us. When she came in, she looked like she hadn't slept in several weeks and smelled really bad. Everyone just stood there, frozen, until Kate took out a knife from her pocket. Everyone
Yeah, I think
screamed,
he's jealous.
and then she ran towards my direction. Samantha, you'll die for what you did to me.
Yeah, she's
All of a
jealous.
sudden, the police entered through the big glass sliding door and jumped on Kate.
Just in
The
time?
chills hit me as
That's
she
so
howled
not.
like a
Ooh!
dog. Then the police said that she
What was
had
that face
some
I made?
kind of mental problem and just escaped from a mental asylum a few hours ago. I had no idea what was wrong with her, and I was just wondering what had happened to her. And I felt really sorry for her because she had changed so much. A few days later, someone called me on my phone.
Stop.
It was an old lady claiming that she was a nurse at the local mental asylum. She wanted to talk to me about something related to Kate. Since I had nothing to do,
I feel like that nurse
decided
was
to visit the
forced to do
asylum.
it.
As soon as I got
feel
there,
like that nurse
the
was
old
forced.
lady greeted me, and she guided me into a room divided by a window, like the meeting rooms in jails. On the other side,
You wanna
there
fight?
she was, Kate. She was tied up to a chair. I could hear her continuously mumble. Then the old woman walked in and said, "She is here, sweetie." As Kate slowly looked up and into my eyes, she started to scream at me with wide open and bloody big eyes. "They are mine. You stole them. You must
Villain.
suffer for it."
I think the friend.
I didn't understand what was happening.
I feel like it's a husband.
What was Kate talking about? Then the old lady returned next to me and said, "Miss Samantha, you have a husband and 2 kids, right?" I nodded. She sighed and then whispered, "Well, I have to say this. One of them is not yours." My heart sank as she continued. "You said that you had a cesarean section before, but half of your memory is not true. One boy is her kid. To be more specific, he's Kate
This is
and your
not-
husband's son. Just after she gave birth, she got a huge shock and threw her baby to the ground, which eventually made the workers in the hospital suspect that she was in
Threw her baby to the ground.
She's a bad mother.
Are you kidding me?
unstable. That's why she has been in this room since that very day, except for a few days ago, when she escaped to the reunion, back to the kids. Since Kate was locked in this place, your husband took the kid. He fooled you to believe that both are your kids. Kate finally noticed that her baby was gone, so she escaped from here to you and your husband.
Oh my god, this is so scary.
I just stood
This
there
lady is
in a
more
state of
scarier than
shock,
Kate.
just staring at her empty
But also
eyes.
sad.
My husband was a kind person, but now I finally realized he lied to me.
何？お前はもう死んでいる。
And even cheated on me with my ex-best friend. I returned to my home,
Now.
and since then, I haven't told anyone about this yet. Well, to be more specific, I couldn't. Both my kids still believe that I'm their real mom. If I
Oh, I
reveal
feel
to my
bad for
husband the
Kate.
fact that I know all of this, my family will be ruined. So, what should I do?
What did you do to your face? Why do you get angry? Are you now the one who's gonna be mental? I don't know, something?
I just
Oh.
want cake for some reason.
I feel bad for Kate.
Yeah. That's
I want to kill her husband. She was such a nice girl. She didn't say anything to police. She's so nice, but you're too nice, girl. I would say the place already. But I don't know. I haven't been through that experience yet, so yeah. Cut. So guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys like us, you can subscribe and hit that notification bell.
So you don't miss a video from us.
Love you. Bye.